everyone, my name is AFC88. For the people who do not know me, I'm a YouTuber from the game Pokeone, and I've decided to try out Pokemon Revolution PvP because it seemed pretty interesting to me. So I basically spent the last few days learning for my exams, doing my exams, and aside from my exams, I grinded some Pokemon Revolution stories quests. I basically finished the 3 regions. I still have to finish Sinnoh, but I finished Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn, and therefore I'm able to use a lot of PvP Pokemon. And a friend of mine passed this. His name is Bad Boy. He's also in my guild from Pokeone. He passed me some Pokemon, and I basically put some things together, try out the PvP ladder, and let's actually check out this team real quick, boys and girls. So this is a Ferrothorn. It has an impish nature with Spadef max special defense. I basically changed nothing of these sets. So he's the Spike Setter, kind of the special wall, a Greninja answer. Chansey, obviously the main special wall, chipping things down with Toxic, and basically be a solid stable switching on my team. Then I have Weavile with the Choice Band, super powerful, trapping fast Pokemon like Gengar and Alakazam with the Pursuit. Choice Band at Icicle Crash doing a lot of damage. Low kick hitting the Ferrothorns, and yeah, knockoff obviously stabbed and removing items, really good. Then I have a Conkeldurr as well. He has Mach Punch, Fire Punch, Knockoff, and Ice Punch, so he doesn't have Drain Punch. He does have Fire and Ice, so it gives me a lot of coverage. Mach Punch with a priority, also checking things like Weavile, and obviously Knockoff to hit bulky Psychic types like Slowbro perhaps. Then I have a Volcarona. This one is a Bold Nature with max HP and max defense, so take some time to sweep with this, but I think we can make it work. Yeah, like once again guys, I got these Pokemon like this, so I didn't do anything with the sets. I kept everything the same. Roost, Quiver Dance, being able with this bulky set, he can set up against a lot of things though. A lot of things that cannot kill it. Some examples could be fighting types. Oh, I logged out. But yeah, we're gonna see. Maybe we will be able to sweep with this thing, because he's also a good pivot into physical attacks since he has the Flame Body. So Flame Body on contact, I might be able to burn some things, which can be really nice as well. And then we have Clefable, a really good Pokemon in my opinion. I think it's really good in this game as well, with the Stealth Rock and Calm Mind. So Stealth Rock, Clefables can easily set up Stealth Rocks against a lot of Pokemon, so one of the best Stealth Rockers in the game. And with Calm Mind is always a sweeping potential. And Soft Boil and Moonblast, obviously the main moves you use on Clefable pretty much on every set. But yeah, this is basically the team, so we're gonna queue up, and once I'm gonna pause the video, and let's see what we'll find first. Okay guys, welcome back. It seems we found a battle against 88Infinity88, running a pretty interesting team with the Lucario. Not sure what kind of Lucario it is, most likely physical offensive. Honestly, I think leading with Clefable here is because if he leads off with Rotom, I can get up my rocks. But he actually ends up leading with his Greninja. This thing can definitely carry Gunk Shot, so I'm actually going into my Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn should be able to live pretty much every attack this Greninja can throw at me. I'm just gonna go Ferrothorn, and if he stays in, I'll be able to get up my spikes, and it seems he does stay in and go for Gunk Shot, so I can get off a spike here, which is really nice. Actually ends up going for Hidden Power Fire, and this is a shitload. Yeah, he's Protein, and he has a Life Orb, but I do get up one layer of Spike. I could protect here, but I'd rather go hard into Chansey, because I don't want him to switch on my Protect. as he actually ends up going for the Hidden Power Fire again. So he takes another turn of Life Orb hits. And I think I'm just gonna go for the Seismic Dose. I can definitely see his Ferrothorn coming in, but he actually brings in Rotom. And this Seismic Dose actually does a lot, so this might be an offensive Rotom. I'm still clicking Toxic. Getting rid of this thing could be nice, but he ends up going for the trick, and he tricks me the Choice Scarf, which is pretty bad for me. I don't want to stay in here, because he can go into his Ferrothorn, set up spikes, knowing that I'm locked in to Toxic. There's a Ferrothorn. I think I'm just gonna go into my own Ferrothorn here, because if he ends up going for Volt Switch, he doesn't get the momentum. And actually goes for Defog, so that means I'm pretty healthy, and I'm pretty sure I live a hit, so I'm gonna go for the lead sheet as he ends up going for Hydro Pump, and I'm pretty sure I live. I do barely live. I do connect the lead sheet, and this Rotom is getting really chipped down, and he might expect to protect here, so I'm gonna go for the spikes. Set up a spike again, because his Defogger is pretty much non-existent now, because he's poisoned. And he pretty much dies to any attack, so he can never switch in anymore. But he ends up going hard into Greninja. I do get up my spikes. And now I will go for the Protect, because I definitely do see some potential in my Ferrothorn. I can definitely recover a bit more. He ends up going for Hidden Power Fire again. And I mean, the Chansey's play is really obvious. But on the other hand, I don't lose anything by going into Chansey, because he's not important anymore. But my opponent decides to go for Hidden Power Fire again, so I get another Life Orb chip. And now I want to go make a double into my Pokeone in case he does bring in the Ferrothorn. But he actually ends up going into Garchomp, and I don't know how I feel about this, guys. Pokeone can definitely not beat this in this situation. I'm just gonna go hard into Clefable, that way I can get up my rocks, and I get to see what kind of chomp this is. Actually goes for Toxic, so it's a defensive Garchomp with Rocky Helmet most likely, and that means I get up a free Stealth Rock here. I don't know if he's going to stay in. I don't think he should. Ferrothorn is most likely coming in. Yeah, Ferrothorn does come in there, and I do get up my rocks, which is nice because now I have a Spike up and I have rocks up as well. Okay. I could go into Pokerona here, but he still has a pivot into his Garchomp and Rotom. If I go Conkeldurr here, he doesn't have a switch for Drain Punch. Does have no switch for Drain Punches, so that could be really nice for me. Activate my Flame Orb, and I actually don't have Drain Punch. I have Ice Punch and Fire Punch, which coverage. I really want to click Ice Punch though, expecting the Garchomp coming in. But if he protects, then he gets to see my Ice Punch. And I don't want him to know that I have Ice Punch. So I'm clicking Knockoff here, as he actually makes a switch into Garchomp. Oh, if I clicked Ice Punch there, he would have died. He would have straight up died. Yeah, I did go for the mid-round play, the Knockoff, which is still a nice amount of damage. And unfortunately, this Garchomp is definitely going to be faster. But I feel like I have to stay in here and click Ice Punch, because if he goes for Stealth Rocks, I knock him out. If he goes for Earthquake, he doesn't get up rocks, but he ends up going for rocks, so I do knock him out. But those Stealth Rocks are really annoying, because now my Volcarona takes a lot of damage from switching in. Yeah, pretty sure Rotom dies to Mach Punch. I think Lucario knocks me out from here with X. Not sure, to be honest. I know, because my Conkeldurr is... I cannot really switch out with Conkeldurr, because if I switch out, then I'll be in Ice Shard range from Weavile anyway. But he actually decides to go Weavile now, and I don't understand. Maybe he doesn't know that I have max HP. That could definitely be a thing, because I'm pretty certain that I live Ice Shard. I can just click Mach Punch, and if he clicks anything else, this Weavile is going to the graveyard right there. But even if he goes for Ice Shard, then Conkeldurr pretty much did his job. Fortunately, I won't be able to check the Lucario with my Conkeldurr. And this Lucario is definitely going to be a threat. But he ends up going for Ice Shard, and we do live, which is really nice because now Weavile goes down and I don't have to worry about that thing. But yeah, now his Lucario is most likely going to come in, and Extreme Speed is definitely... He's definitely gonna click Extreme Speed. So what I can do here actually is go into my Ferrothorn and hope that I live the hit. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm getting a bit sick. I got a cold and but I'm still glad that I'm making this video. Yeah. I can definitely go into Ferrothorn. That way I can use Conkeldurr as a sec later, and perhaps I live an Extreme Speed, which means he takes 2 Iron Barb hits. That's basically what I have to go for. I'm getting the chip with Iron Barb. Ideally, this Lucario is Life Orb. He is Life Orb, so he takes Life Orb and Iron Barbs, which is nice. And I do live, so that means he dies. That he has to take another Life Orb and Iron Barb hit. It's really nice. I am going to stay in here though, because Ferrothorn is gonna die if he switches out anyway. Next time he switches in. And as he actually ends up going for close combat. And I think my Weavile might die if I switch it in. After Stealth Rocks and Spikes, I might be in range of Extreme Speed. So my only hope is most likely... Conkeldurr is gonna die. He switches in now, so it's not what we're gonna do. Chance is definitely gonna die to close combat because I don't have the Eviolite. And Pokeone will also die because Stealth takes half of my health, and then he has Spikes up as well. I basically have to hope that the Fable can live a Meteor Mash or Iron Head. He can definitely live an Iron Head, but I maxed defense, so I think I live the Meteor Mash. And otherwise I have to hope he misses Meteor Mash. But maybe he doesn't want to risk this, like going into Ferrothorn is a really safe play. Then you don't have to risk your win condition here. So it's either Meteor Mash or him switching out. Actually, he does end up switching and he goes into Ferrothorn. Now, I had no business predicting the switch because that Lucario was a big threat to my team. I do get some chip off here. I don't know if it matters in the long run. I think I have to go hard into Pokeone here. I don't want him to stack up more spikes. As long as, and I don't want to take unnecessary damage on Clefable, like I don't want to take a knockoff or a Gyro Ball. Because I needed that full HP to check the Lucario and perhaps the Greninja. So I go hard for Corona, and yeah, I take a shitload of damage. Look at this. And actually ends up going for the lead sheet, so he pretty much gets to full HP. And I am going to click Roost because I predict him to switch out or to protect her. It actually ends up going for the protect. And now I'm clicking Giga Drain, or really aggressive play, but I think he's going to switch into his Pelipper. Okay, into his Rotom, what a Pelipper. I watched a few PvP videos on Pokemon Revolution to see the meta, and I saw a lot of rain teams and Pelipper my head. Yeah, I knock out the Rotom and I get a bit of extra recovery, so I'm pretty sure I live a hit from the Lucario. So he pretty much has to go into his Greninja. He has Gunk Shot and Hidden Power Fire. He can definitely run a water type attack. At this point I'll just set my Conkeldurr. Why we kept Conkeldurr, so that I get second at this moment and basically get a free switch into my Chansey. Actually, I can go into Weavile here. Weavile's faster. Strange, I don't get to see what kind of attack he clicks. I guess they didn't code it like that. But I can go into Weavile and I have low kick on this thing. And all his Pokemon are weak to low kick fighting type attack. He has Greninja, and he has a Ferrothorn, and he has a Lucario. I can click low kick if he brings in Ferrothorn, predicting the knockoff, and I might be able to 2-hit KO it. Pretty sure I do. Click low kick. Wait. Oh wait, I forgot to put on an item on my Weavile. I forgot to give it the choice band. I hope this 2-hit KOs. Please. Wow. I'm not sure if this 2-hit KOs. Damn. I forgot to put a choice band on this thing. Because I need to kill this. Because if I kill this, then he's forced to go into Lucario. And then he has to take another Life Orb hit. Or Life Orb recoil. So low kick, come on. He does feint, so we knock out the Ferrothorn, which is really nice. And now Lucario comes in, so he takes spikes and stealth rocks. And he has to click extreme speed here, but I have no reason to switch out, because the next time I switch in, I'll most likely die to the combination of stealth rocks and spikes. Not sure, but it does about 33%. 37%, so he's gonna stay in. He clicks extreme speed. And I'm not sure. But I can attempt here. I could go into Clefable. And I'm gonna check whether he has Iron Head or a Meteor Mash, because he has to click a Steel type attack here. Otherwise I knock him out with Moonblast. So I'll go into full Corona here. And let's see what he clicks. And I might even burn him with the Flame Body. That would be awesome if that happens. Clicks Meteor, so he has Meteor Mash. Gets the attack boost. And I don't burn him. I'm just gonna go Chansey. That way my Clefable can 1v1 the Weavile. As long as he doesn't pinch me with Icicle Crash, then my Clefable should win. He can Seismic those. And he knocks me out with Close Combat, and I hope he dies to Life Orb. Let's see. So he does die. Yeah, the annoying part is that I don't see percentage, so I'm not sure whether I kill it or not. Yeah, now I'll bring in my Clefable, and it's 1v1 against his. Oh, wait, it's Greninja! Oh yeah, it was Greninja. But still, I still think I live. I still live the Gunk Shot, because his Hidden Power Fire did so much against my Ferrothorn, so I think it's max special attack. So I click Moonblast. He turns into a Poison type with Gunk Shot, but he takes Life Orb recoil as well, so Moonblast should knock it out. And we do live with Gunk Shot, and that is a really close game. That is a really close game. Oh, but yeah, we played our first Pokemon Revolution PvP game, and we actually managed to pick up a win. But yeah, the stupid thing is I forgot to put on an item on my Weavile. Because look, it doesn't have an item. So if I didn't end up killing the Ferrothorn, it could have been bad, because then I wouldn't have got that extra Life Orb recoil on the Lucario. Then I would have most likely lost. So a really close game. I really fucked up there. And for some reason I thought it only had Weavile left at the end. But still worked out for us, and I hope you guys did enjoy this battle. If you guys still don't know me, definitely check out my other videos, because I make a lot of Pokemon PvP content, mostly on Pokeone, but I'll try to upload more regularly on Pokemon Revolution as well. And if you guys hit that like button, then I know that I can keep going with this. Know that you guys like the content. Definitely subscribe to my channel as well if you like to see more. Click that notification bell to know when my videos are live for you, and leave a comment down below and let me know if you guys would like to see me play something, because I'm still kind of new to this meta. I kind of have to figure it out. But yeah, ciao guys.